get sidetracked. Today I'm going to be talking about Bangkok, and I'm going to be talking about Khoa San Road in particular. Khoa San Road, I'm going to show quite a few pictures of modern day Khoa San Road 2018 because I was just there. So this is just from maybe a month ago, 2 months ago. But I also had been there in 1996, so today I just want to compare the differences between the two. So for one, it's much larger, significantly so. Everything is spread out, so it's so before, I remember there was a very strong distinction between temples. This one particular temple that was between Khoa San Road and the river. So now all that is expanded much further that way, and actually in every direction there's like kind of two main streets now. Before it was just one street only, and then that one street had an ending on one side and an ending on the other side. You just went up and down it, and that was basically it, with a few exceptions. And also at that time in 1996, you also had all these video shops, so you could pick up a lot of used books and a lot of videos, and you'd see these cafes at that time that just only played videos all the time. And you have to remember, at that time there wasn't cell phones, so it's 1996. It was just before the cell phone revolution, a couple years later. So basically people would get their entertainment through reading and through videos. You know, and videos are slowly replacing books, but the books were absolutely everywhere. So Khoa San Road was basically a smorgasbord of just used books, and people that love to read would just, you know, get in there and just grab some new books, read it real quick, you know, discard it at the next used bookstore, and that was basically, and you just bring them to all the different places. So Thailand was still the same in the 1990s. You could still just jump in a minivan, and they were almost all foreigners, and it'd take you to the next destination of, you know, Koh Samui or wherever you're gonna go. But books would just be traveling all over the place, and also videos too. So back in the 90s, I was living in South Korea, so I would visit Khoa San Road, and that's the place that I would go, and I would get all my videos, and I could you know, bring them back to Korea and watch them while I was teaching English in the language systems there. So basically Khoa San Road has all that stuff is basically gone. So I was recently bringing a book, No Couches in Korea, which is something that I wrote, and I was trying to find a bookshop for it, and I could barely find any. I used to think of Khoa San Road as this, you know, a street of just almost nonstop books everywhere, and kind of spreading out all over the country at that as the hub, but that's no longer the case. Now everybody is on their phones, everybody is, you know, doing, you know, YouTube like I'm doing, so everything has changed. But it's not a bad thing, it's just that's the way it was at that time. So so anyways, just while I was back there, I was trying to you know, advertise my book and try to get it around. So Passport Books actually held me, let me be able to do this. This was just from a few months ago, and I was able to talk to some people about it and share with some Thai writers and such like that. So basically Khoa San Road used to be a place like that, but now it's now it's kind of more of a party place. And even back then there was a few bars, but not that many. But now it's now when I go there myself, I can see, you know, like the entire neighborhood and areas of just massive amounts of people just partying and drinking and doing all kinds of whatever they want to do. Almost the people are almost the same though, actually. I mean, the type of traveler, you see lots of tie-dye shirts, you see you know, things that say Thailand all over the place that a tourist would buy, stuff that goes to Nepal, you know, like another tie-dye shirt, you know, but it's maybe Nepal or Thailand. So that element is still the same. It's all right there in that spot, and it kind of travels around to everything that's connected to Khoa San Road. That's the way I feel anyway. But usually I don't go to Khoa San Road. I've been to Bangkok many times over the years. I just happen to spend a lot more time again in 2018 and definitely 1996, occasionally throughout that time. But usually I always try to get to other places. But on Get Sidetracked, I'm going to try to show you different parts of Bangkok. So today's focus is actually Khoa San Road. Also, I was kind of talking about Khoa San Road and the way you go through the temple, and then you can connect to the waterways. So that was still there then too. That was a very popular way to get around. It's still there. I still find that amazing. I think some of the boats are a little bit maybe better quality. I remember taking some kind of ones that would move around a little bit more at that time. I have lots of pictures of the waterway, so I'm just kind of go through there. And you know, I think in the 90s, I definitely remember things are a lot dirtier everywhere. I don't know about the river. I mean, I don't know if it's cleaned up more or if it's gotten more dirtier, but I hear lots of stories now of people, maybe they got some water splashed up and hit in their mouth or something like that, and they'll get sick. But anyways, I saw a dead pig, so there's a dead pig floating through the water, so there's kind of like a lot of stuff that maybe goes through. And you can see from some of these pictures, a lot of houses are right next to the water, so you know, it's hard to say where their refuge ends up, but it could be in that river as well. But anyways, that river is beautiful. I love going down a city river with all the beauty of the houses up and down the sides. So I hope that if it is at some kind of level that's not very safe. Toxicity wise, I hope it gets cleaned up because I really love it. I don't know how easy that would be to clean a city riverway system, but those boats are just fantastic. It's one of the charms of Bangkok that I think everybody would definitely love. I also want to share this one picture of this one foreigner on a bike with his family. I thought this was kind of funny because they kind of encapsulate Thailand. A lot of foreigners that go to Thailand, they'll meet a Thai wife and they'll just stay there and raise kids and never leave. So I just, this picture is kind of classic. It's so interesting in its way. And just before I wrap up, another thing I really love about Bangkok in general is just these little alleyways, just how quaint they are, and just they're so neighborhoodish. So I just kind of love that. And a picture of a guy with a haircut. This isn't in the back alley, but it's still out in the street and out in the open. So there's little elements of that I really love about Bangkok. So anyways, I'm definitely going to have more stuff about Bangkok in the future, different neighborhoods, different kinds of videos, some of it me walking around in Bangkok, but today's focus is just on Khoa San Road, comparing the 1990s, 1996 in particular with 2018, and I'm just putting this up now in December 2018, so I imagine, I hope that people will still see it kind of the same for the next few years. I'm sure it will. As much as people say Thailand has changed a lot, it's still basically the same. There's a lot of changes, because of the videos, the books, and things like that, but a lot of things are still the same. I mean, there's still all the, the way that things run are still very similar. All the tuk-tuks, all those bars, those are still all the same. Even Khoa San Road basically has all the same kind of people, same kind of travelers. They're still there 25 years later. They're probably there back in the 70s even, so I'm sure it was the case. But then nonetheless, Bangkok's an amazing place. So I hope you enjoy, this one of Get Sidetracked, and I'll definitely show more of Bangkok. So until then, let's get sidetracked. All right, so this is Get Sidetracked. If you like this channel, please subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel.